first I'd like to tell you how I got my name, because that is a whole story that I think you'd be interested in. I'm called Fay, but my name is Fay Webern. I'm named after a couple who were in the little town of Kovil in the Ukraine in 1905, when there was an uprising. They were newly married, and they were utopian socialists, I would say, in the manner of Tolstoy. And they wanted a nice revolution. They didn't want to hurt anybody, but they lectured a lot, and someone betrayed them for their propagandizing, and they were picked up by, they had to escape. They ran into the woods into gypsy camp that had been abandoned, a little cottage. And so the person who betrayed them might have been the mother of a boy who was about to go into the army for 25 years to serve the Cossacks. And in exchange for her betrayal, maybe she got him off, because that did happen. Anyway, they were found, and she was raped and dismembered in front of her bridegroom's eyes. And they brought him back to the shtetl, and they forced all the Jews to come to the center and watch while they tied him to the back of a horse, and his head was down, his feet were up, and they went round and round the square on the stones until his head split open. And my mother was watching. She was a little girl then. And she said his head split open like a watermelon. And they were both her cousins on each side of the family. They were not related, but they were both related to her. And nobody would name anybody after them, because it was not only like a curse, but they were afraid. And even when my mother came to America, the pogroms began seriously 10 years later, when her family came to this country. And here she felt very free, and she decided to give their name to me. And that's how I get my name. It's Fay Webern were the couple, and I am obliged to carry their name into the 4th generation, because that's the honor that they need to have for their heroism.